Imagine a craftsman, once famed for his Midas touch, now sitting amidst the ruins of his own making, without a single coin to his name. You make this exact mistake every time you chase fleeting pleasure over enduring prosperity. It's why your vault remains empty, but gold does not vanish by magic. It flees from those who violate its laws. It all started with Kael, the potter. In the sun-baked city of Eldoria, young Kael worked his father's dusty pottery stall. His hands, though calloused, moved with rare grace. He inherited a knack for turning common earth into vessels of beauty. His glazed pots, delicate amphoras, and sturdy bowls were unlike any other. Soon, his stall became a beacon. Wealthy merchants and nobles sought his creations, paying generously. Gold filled Kael's hands faster than he'd ever imagined. He felt like the king of Eldoria. His old master, Eldoria, watched from her humble shop next door. Her eyes, ancient and knowing, held a flicker of concern. Kael's first impulse was to upgrade. Finer silks for his tunic, better sandals for his feet. Then, richer foods, rarer wines and banquets at the city's grandest taverns. Why wait for joy? His humble stall soon became a sprawling pavilion, adorned with rich tapestries and shining lamps. Next, a grand house outside the city walls. He believed his prosperity was endless. One morning, Eldoria found him at his now luxurious stall. "Kael," she said, "you build a grand ship, but where is its anchor?" Kael chuckled, gesturing to his piles of shiny pots. "Master, my pots are my anchor. Demand for them never ceases." Eldoria simply shook her head. "The current is strong, Kael, but storms always come." Kael ignored her. Why worry about storms when the sun shone so brightly? He bought more, lived grander, exotic pets, rare spices, fine silks from distant lands adorned his home and his person. He truly believed this was wealth. This unending stream of beautiful, delightful things. Then, the rains did not come. The sky above Eldoria turned from cerulean to a harsh, unforgiving brass. The clay pits, from which Kael drew his raw material, began to dry up, turning brittle and unusable. The people, once eager for Kael's beautiful pots, now worried about bread and water. His grand pavilion stood empty, its tapestries flapping forlornly in the dry wind. Kael, accustomed to a life of abundance, began to feel the pinch. His stores of gold were depleted. His grand house, once a symbol of his success, now felt like a gilded cage. He sold his exotic birds, then his expensive tapestries, then his fine furniture, piece by agonizing piece. Each sale brought a momentary reprieve, a few more coins to stave off the inevitable, but never enough to rebuild. The drought persisted. Kael's wealth, which he thought was endless, had evaporated like morning dew. His ability to craft new pots was hampered by lack of clay and lack of buyers. He had confused the flow of gold with the stock of it. He spent it the moment it arrived, believing the flow would never cease. Like a modern man who sees a steady paycheck as an endless license to spend, never asking, what if this flow stops? Kael found himself back where he began, perhaps even lower. Clad in simple rags, he wandered the market. He saw Eldoria, still at her small, unassuming stall, calmly shaping basic, sturdy earthenware. Her modest profits, Kael now realized, had not been spent on fleeting pleasures. They had been carefully saved. Her anchor was not her pots, but the gold she had kept, the resources she could now draw upon. Kael approached her, shamefaced. "Master," he rasped, "I adorned my loom, but neglected my foundation." Eldoria nodded slowly. "The true weight of gold, Kael, is not in what it buys today. but what it secures for tomorrow. Kael understood then, with a clarity that cut deeper than any drought. His immediate gratifications had stolen his future. From that day, Kael worked the dry earth for any usable clay he could find, making simple, essential vessels for those who still needed them. He saved every spare coin, not for adornment, but for the solid foundation he had once neglected. He knew prosperity wasn't about the fleeting rush of immediate pleasure, but the quiet strength of delayed gratification. Kael's tale reveals a fundamental truth about wealth. True abundance isn't measured by what you consume today, but by what you preserve and cultivate for the uncertain tides of tomorrow. His error was one we repeat constantly, confusing our income stream with our actual net worth. Every time a paycheck lands or a client pays, we feel rich for a moment. That sensation, however, is a dangerous illusion. Kael learned that having money flow through your hands is not the same as having money sit in your strongbox. Your immediate indulgence is a hungry beast. The more you feed it, the more it demands. The wisdom of delayed gratification isn't about deprivation. It's about strategic patience. It's about building a future. Kael's journey illustrates that while adornment might bring immediate envy, it's the unseen, unspent reserves that bring enduring peace. The story of Kael serves as a stark reminder. When you earn gold, a portion is not for you to spend, but for you to keep. It is your insurance against the inevitable droughts, your foundation against the coming storms. This is the essence of financial discipline, understanding the profound power of foregoing immediate pleasure for lasting security. Like Alara, let your wisdom be quiet and your reserves abundant. Let your future self thank your present self. If Kael's journey made you reflect on your own choices between fleeting joy and enduring peace, then this ancient wisdom has served its purpose. How will you anchor your ship against life's inevitable storms? Share your reflections below. Until next time, guard your gold and cultivate your patience.